EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for January 19th, 2022. It is Wednesday, middle of the week, hump day, and we have a mostly cloudy day expected today as ahead of a cold front. Milder today as well, as you can see by the temperatures right above me. 38 to 46 is a spread from northwest to southeast, which is a lot milder than we have been in a while, and is going to be a lot milder than we're going to see for much of the remainder of this month, okay? So enjoy it while you can if you're looking for something a little bit milder. But we do have this cold front moving through overnight. That's going to change things for Thursday, and a little sneaky Pete, little wave along this boundary that's going to move across the region and change some early rain showers over to snow for your Thursday morning commute in a few places. So before we get into that, today's video forecast is proudly sponsored by the Walters and Drinsky team at Keller Williams Real Estate, with over 20 years of real estate experience serving not only the Lehigh Valley and Poconos, but also portions of Berks, Bucks, Carbon, Monroe, and Schuylkill counties. Reach out to the Walters and Drinsky team at Keller Williams Real Estate to get your up-to-the-minute local real estate forecast on inventory, market conditions, current rates, and pricing. See for yourself what Michael and Sarah can do for you and find out what sets them apart in the real estate industry. They can be reached at 610-867-8888. And right above me, you have their information. Proud sponsors of the Wednesday forecast video for a while now. Okay, so I want to get into this cold front. Okay, so it is a cold front associated with this area low pressure that is moving off to our north, which is right here, and along that you have this cold front sitting back here like this. There's a little wave right in here that's going to move along that boundary as it's moving through. So it's going to become an antifrontal wave, which means the cold front comes through first, and then you get the wave, and that changes as precipitation over to other things. And that's what we're going to have with this particular event. So the cold front is going to move through during the overnight hours, and you can see a little bit of snow as this wave starts moving northward, and it's going to continue along with the cold front as it's moving off to the south and east, so you'll get some snow. Just a matter of where exactly this happens, okay? So we were talking about this the last couple of days, that this may happen or may not. It does look like it's going to happen, and because of this happening in this manner, it's going to change the height stream downfield a little bit. So this is making it a little more progressive for everything behind it. And unfortunately, for those of you looking in for snow in the interior, that's making this less of a chance for this weekend to occur. But not entirely, and not for our entire area. So I'll get to that in a second, too. Here is the NAM high-res future simulated radar, and this is starting off overnight. Actually, this is a couple hours before midnight. This is looking at 10 p.m., okay? So you have some showers, rain showers, that is, ahead of the frontal boundary. At this point, the frontal boundary itself is sitting right like this, okay, and is moving off to the south and east very slowly. Okay, so anything up here is below 32, that would be snow. The little wave is back here and moving along the boundary in this direction, okay? So at the same time as this is moving southeast, you have this one the wave moving along that boundary to the north and east, okay? So hopefully that's not too confusing with all the drawings I was doing there. Let's just move this forward so I can show you what this does visually. You can see some rain-snow mix here right along the border counties, and this is looking at 3 a.m. now. So it's going to take a little while to get there. But you do have some snow showers here on the northern side. Rain showers across southeast PA, but never fret because that is going to change over to snow. And here is looking at 4 a.m. Here is 5 a.m. You're changing over here into to snow in the Lehigh Valley at this point, all the way back down to Lancaster. Harrisburg, you're at snow, and all going all the way up into the eastern and southern Poconos here. You got snow going on at this point, and this will continue to change over the next several hours. This is now looking at 7 a.m. Here is 8 a.m. Now, I want to stop it here at the 8 a.m. image on purpose because the precipitation rates are getting a little bit heavier in this case as it's moving off to the southeast, as that wave is moving right along that boundary, okay? So you're getting, at this point, your heaviest snow accumulations on the NAM anyway is right in this zone right here. That's where it has the heaviest snow accumulations. So it's a difference between these border areas, like between this line and that circle I drew, these areas in here, to be like a coating to maybe an inch, inch and a half, okay? In this circled area, it's about an inch and a half to 3 inches, okay? Further south and east, you get less because once this continues off to the south and east in this manner, It does get snow all the way to the coast, but you have limited time for that to happen. So it doesn't get as much, maybe like an inch or two, okay? But this area is where the NAM is highlighting for the best accumulations of snow. The other models that ran this evening are doing a little bit different. The RGEM has it more like up in this area for the highest areas of snow, okay? And the European model GFS are more down here, okay? So the NAM's kind of like splitting the difference between these two right now, okay? So that's a good place to be right now. We will have a map out for this event. It's going to be out early this afternoon. We're going to send text alerts, of course, for this prior to that. But there is going to be generally about 1 to 3 inch snowfall. Areas in the borders, north and south of where this axis ends up being, are going to be like a coating to an inch, okay? The timing of this is coming right before morning rush here on, or during morning rush on Thursday. So that little bit of snow, we know it's not a lot, can cause some issues. Now, this being more robust is now changing the height field downstream behind it. So this wave moving along the boundary is going to be flatter and more progressive as a result of that being more robust. So it's Thursday setting up Friday night into Saturday, and it's now not as impressive as it was looking yesterday. Now, I did say yesterday I was favoring the coastal storm idea. I still am in a sense, because I think, we do cover South Jersey, Delaware as well. I think they have the best chance, the best shot at getting something. Not saying something can't come further north, but I think whenever you get this, whenever you have multiple things on the map like this, and it has this system, and right on its tail you have something else, and there's all these different energy pieces for it to figure out, the models sometimes struggle in the placement of those features. So all that nonsense I went through yesterday about the European ensemble, blah, 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 that just went out the window, made me look stupid today, because the European ensemble went in the direction of the GFS today. Again, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be correct and show this progressive wave like this, and this might not exactly turn out this way. Do I think it's going to turn into a huge storm like that? Probably not, and it's probably 70-30 against that idea. But for areas south and east especially, you have a much better probability to see some snow out of this Friday night into Saturday morning. So we'll keep an eye on this, because it's not something that we just write off. Especially since we're talking about Friday night and Saturday, and today's only Wednesday. Stranger things have happened where you have one system get out of the way, which is the Thursday wave. Once it gets out of the way, I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden they're like, oh, wow, what happened? And then they are all of a sudden back toward, a more robust solution. So that is certainly possible. We'll continue to monitor that over the next couple of days, but right now, leaning against that idea, okay? So over the weekend, clouds give way to sun later on Saturday, and then we have decreasing clouds Sunday. It's going to be cold this weekend. It's going to be very cold on Friday. Friday's highs are going to be in the lower 20s in a lot of areas for highs, so it's going to be another one of those really cold days. And then still in the 20s for both Saturday and Sunday, it looks like, too. Okay, so, and then we get into Monday, Tuesday of next week. We remain cold, might have a little clipper system. Clipper, what's that? We haven't had that in a long time. May have a little clipper system moving through here at some point, either Monday night or Tuesday. We'll have to keep an eye on that. There's just so many short waves in the area. Nothing really showing huge storms here, but there's so many waves to keep an eye on here that it only takes one to hit, and then you could have, here's another one here when you get toward the end of the month. There's a lot of different things going on here over the next couple of weeks, so we'd have to keep an eye on these different systems. So there's some that are going to be near misses or misses altogether. Some may hit. Some might be small. Some might be a little larger. We'll see. We have mostly small systems so far this year, except for this last one for the far interior, but that doesn't mean this can't change at a moment's notice. And in this kind of pattern, a one sets up the next kind of pattern. Anything can happen in a very short amount of time. So we'll continue to follow this over the next couple of weeks. They're going to be very busy, though, tracking all these different short waves, and just don't take anything for granted the further out you go in time. What it shows is going to be gospel. Same thing with this with Friday night, Saturday wave. We'll see how it works out. Still plenty of time to discuss that, and we will do that through the end of the week. But first, our attention is going to be on the Wednesday night into Thursday morning snow. And that is going to be we're going to have a map and discussion out that for that today, earlier in the afternoon, not 5 o'clock, earlier in the afternoon, probably around 2. But we will announce that when it is ready. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchus. That is your outlook for January 19th, 2022. Have a great Wednesday.